Welcome to Rack of the Week 122, which also happens to be the first Rack of the Week from Arizona. This is my home table at my new house in Arizona. And you can see it behind me as well. I got the cover on. I tried to do a live stream today, and it was a complete disaster. You probably can't see, but behind my shoulder, right there, is one of those cell tower modems, because that's all I can get out here. I can't get any cable or fiber internet, and so I've got to try that. And it's working for internet fairly well for downloading, but for uploading videos to YouTube and for live streaming, it's nowhere near. It doesn't have the capacity. It just didn't work at all. So guess what? Tomorrow I'm going to a tournament up at the old freezers in Phoenix, and I'm going to go by Best Buy and get a Starlink. So that's a little more expensive, and it's going to take some work to set it up, but I'll have that set up within a couple of days. So hopefully that'll be better, and I can do live streams and do faster uploads of videos. Anyway, on to the Rack of the Week. Anyway, this looks like a high ball inside break shot. Well, my cue ball went all the way up table, which you generally don't want, but kind of worked out. So I've got two up table balls. I've got a slight angle here, so I'm just cheating the pocket to get rid of those up table balls. I've got a cluster to open, and I'm thinking this could potentially be a break ball, this 8. Now this is a slidey table, so I've really got to hit that. Just kind of chopping that ball to come across for the 5. And the reason why I'm doing that is I want to get an angle on this 14. And I can open this cluster, and then this 6 ball back in the side is my insurance. And because of the slippy slidey table, that's my excuse anyway, I didn't come far enough. So now what am I going to do? Went and took a look. I want to roll forward, and I want to get a nice angle on this 9 ball, because then I can bump into these same insurance ball, or maybe the 2 ball is my insurance ball. Bump the 10 there, but that's okay. Now when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, all right, maybe I can nudge this 3 ball or the 15, but probably the 3 over for a break ball, so I don't need to hit this too hard. There we go. Beautiful. Now I'm taking a pause. Yeah, took a little look there, because that was the transition point in the rack. All the balls are open now. So this is probably going to be my break ball, but which ball am I going to use as a key ball? I like one of these to transition. You can kind of get the angle you have now, and you go to the rail and off, and then you're on your 3 ball as a break shot. So what ball is a good key ball for those? This one, 8 ball, or maybe the 6, but probably the 8. So I'm thinking right now, I'm not sure what I do right now, but I'm probably drawing back for the 2 ball, because the 2 ball is a blocker for the 8. The 2 ball sets up just super easy automatic for the 7 or the 4. And so I've involved almost every ball in my decision making there. I'm going to shoot the 10, get on the 2, leave the 15, so it'll be 10, 2, 7, 4, use the 8, or the 6 rather, to get on the 1, and then on the 8, you bounce out for the 15. Did everybody follow that? There's going to be a quiz later. Okay, let's let it roll. Draw back for the 2. Nothing to do here. Straight in. Stop shot. A little more than the stop shot. So that, now I got to shoot the 4. So now I want a low angle on this 7 ball. Stay below the shot line on the 7. Then my cue ball goes this way, which is the way I want it to go. Kind of playing position for the 15, 6, 8. But really, I want to get on the 6 ball now. 6, 1, 8 or 6, 8, 1. Yeah, just like that. Came a little bit too far to be comfortable for either of those. So I think about this a little bit, and a little inside English on that 6, and I'll preserve a shot on either the 1 or the 8. Now you got to be careful with this, because it's a slippy slidey table. You got to make sure you get, yeah, that's good. So yeah, really like tapping the 1 on the side. Then I'll have an angle, just roll forward with the cue balls to make sure that you stay on this side of the shot line for the 8. Then you can bounce off the rail for the 15. And I said, don't worry about it. That ball will get there. Now, this can be tricky on that if the rail is squishy because of that new cloth. So nice positive stroke there, State. I'm on the correct side of the ball, and I'm going to use right English here. I want to go to the rail close. What I mean is, yes, straight to the rail, and then spin up with right English. And that's how you preserve your angle. If you go straight to the rail and spin up, here's the shot line to the 3. You can't ever cross the shot line, so you're always going to have an angle on that break shot. So it's a lot better to do that than to try and stun straight and come straight back off. This looks like, oh yeah, I take a look at this. I want to show that a couple of shots into this rack. I go take a look because this is a shallow angle, and so I can gauge very accurately what I'm gonna hit here, and because that ball is close to the rack as well. And I'm gonna hit the 4 ball full, so I'm just gonna pound this, and I want the cue ball to just hit that 4 ball and bounce off it. Do you see I hit that? How squarely I hit that 4? Now for all my efforts, what do I have to shoot at? I've got a long shot on the 8 or the 7, or a back cut on the 6 and the side. I don't like any of those. This combination isn't much easier. I'm taking a real careful look at this, and this is good. This is a good time to talk about combinations. If you noticed, I was looking like this. That's the shot line, but I was looking at this point. Where do I have to cut the 11 to make the 5 ball in the pocket? And you got to remember, I'm cutting this 11 to my left, and the 11 is cutting this 5 ball. It's got to be to the right. So there's lots of drag. There's lots of cling going on here, and you've got to account for that. So I'm looking at this, and I'm seeing that I need to cut the 11 ball above this diamond, and I don't want to cut the 11 into the 9. That's going to be too full. So I've actually got 2 targets here. I want to cut the 11 as if it's going to hit the bottom side of the 9 or above this spot. So I've got a real good aiming point, and that's really thin. Look at that. From here, my cue ball's got to go here and back cut. It's a really sharp cut. And so because you're hitting it that thin, you can't hit it softer. That 5 ball will never get there. So I'm hoping my cue ball doesn't beat the 5 ball to the pocket and knock it away. But just commit to the shot and let it rip. And it worked out really well. So we'll get through this next rack too. Slippy slidey table, not too bad, but I'm dealing with it, and I'm going to play a lot of pool and get this cloth broken in. Going up to Freezers tomorrow for the 1 pocket tournament. I think it's full. I think I'll just be a spectator, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, good. This was a good simple rack for the first rack of the week from Arizona. I'm going to get that Starlink up and running tomorrow, Monday, so that I can get to making some good content. And some of my bigger projects are done. The table saw is put together. The pool room is put together. The mini split and the outlets are in the garage. So things are happening, and stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you soon.